On August 3, 2026 at 9:12 a.m., a magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck central Luzon with the epicenter located near a densely populated municipality. The quake lasted approximately 35 seconds, causing severe structural damage, ground shaking, and localized liquefaction. Aftershocks continue, causing fear and preventing people from returning to their homes. Many families are now staying in open spaces or makeshift evacuation centers. So the team are deployed within the first 12 to 24 hours as part of the Rapid Needs Assessment Team.
Hello po. So kami po yung sa Agad.
9 AM po ngayong araw.
Paano niyo po i-describe yung disaster kung paano nangyari?
10 PM. Nung una po, yung kasama kami sa bahay. Unti-unti
So when the disaster occurred,
kaya sama-sama
what happened?
dito sa open area. Kaya lang may mga naiwan, may mga hindi makita yung mga
So was it a PTSD experience?
Nakitaan na may mga napasala na may mga may death na din na nabilang kami na.
This actually sounds
Wala po.
Sa market po. Na-close po ba ang market or open?
No, ngayon,
Opo. Tsaka ilan po?
dalawa po yung market namin
Open.
and open.
Okay, value po nung ano. Ay, wala naman kasi. Electric power po, is it working or not?
Nagana naman.
Sa ilang barangay po?
Sa dalawa pero yung isa hindi. Sa isang barangay.
Abundance, and we're going to talk about the earthquake that happened.
So our situation was that a 7.0 magnitude earthquake happened, and it was around 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it was 35 seconds. And we interviewed a bunch of different people, but for our main report, we're going to be basing it on the barangay captain who gave us the information. Okay, so based on how they described the earthquake, it was 35 seconds and it gradually got stronger, and there are reports of some deaths because of it. So in the statistics of our report, there are 1,000 households that are affected and over 4,800 individuals. Now, dito po sa mga number of male, female, yung mga pregnant, yung mga high risk, they're still counting it, so it's not really that accurate yet. But we asked them, pero yun, that's what they said. Tapos po, we tackled the one in the evacuation center. So sabi po nila na wala daw po evacuation center. They are staying in an open field. So the people there, the people in the open field right now, 300 households ang nandoon.
How many respondents?
And
How many
we
respondents?
said that 12 respondents.
Okay.
Tapos, number of individuals is 800. Na yun, ang outside po na still misplaced, na missing people pa na hindi pa nakikita is over 100 households, and individuals is around 300 na wala pa dito. So, hindi confirmed if they're missing or if they're just around. Na yun, sa deaths po missing and injured, there are 25 deaths, 10 missing, and 120 na injured. Kasama na po yung injured doon po na nasa open field. Then po yung the damages to infrastructure. There are 400 totally damaged na houses, and partially damaged is 350. And then one partially damaged hospital, 2 schools na partially damaged, and then access road is 3 na totally impassable. Tapos bridges, 1 totally impassable. Hectares destroyed, like farmland, is 2 hectares. And 2 na open naman ang marketplace, working din ang electric power, and dead po ang communication service. So around, the estimated value po is around more than 5 million.
Dami.
Oh. Sabi po, so in-interview po namin si Sir Boris na ang immediate needs po ng priority po nila na needs is food, water, and shelter. Kasi since po, ang reason po nila is no shelter kasi yung mga bahay po na nandito ay na-destroy. Tapos po, tinanong po namin siya what is the government doing to help the people. So they are surveying the homes for safety, and they are conducting feeding programs to the people in the open field, and they are providing temporary shelter po doon. So they said na it's not yet meeting really the basic needs of the people. Hindi pa siya enough to help the people. And wala pa pong ibang humanitarian organizations na tumulong.
Amen.
So,
Kayo pa lang. Alright!